Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty comes out in exactly 1 week. So I really wanted to challenge myself to read, they're all backwards, to read all 3 books in the Summer I Turned Pretty series. So I have actually already read the first book, but I read it like 4 or 5 years ago, so I don't really remember a lot about it, except for the fact that I didn't like it. My main gripe with the book was that it felt kind of outdated, which is like to be expected because this book was written I think in like 2009, 2010, so it kind of had like a case of I'm not like other girls, you know, I wake up and I put my brown hair into a sleek ponytail and put on a little bit of mascara, unlike the other girls who curl their hair and put on a lot of makeup, you know, kind of like that. I don't think I'm pretty, no boys ever like me. Like, it kind of had a severe case of that going on, which like I get because that's kind of how all books were that were kind of written back then. Not expecting too much going into it, but I did really like the TV show because I think that everything that I didn't like in the book, I think they remedied that in the TV show. So my main goal is to just finish the first 2 books, because I'm guessing that since it's the 2nd season, it's going to be mainly focused on the 2nd book, and if they do make a 3rd season, it's going to be focused on the 3rd book. So my plan is kind of just seeing when I finish these, and if I have the time, then I'll definitely read the 3rd book. But I think that it's going to be quite a fast read, especially for the first book, because I've read it before and I kind of know the general plot, but also because look how big the font is and the spacing between the lines. It's big. So yeah, and it's only like 270 pages, which really isn't bad. So yeah, I'm gonna start reading this. I would love it if I could finish it tonight or like sometime tomorrow. That would be amazing, but we'll see. I'll probably like update you every 100 pages or so, or when something interesting happens. So yeah, let's start reading. I just quickly wanted to pop in and tell you guys that there will be spoilers in this reading vlog because I'm going to be talking about certain scenes and quotes throughout the book. So if you don't want to get spoiled, don't watch. So I wanted to update you guys because we have the first instance of Belly annoying me. So far she's been okay. I've been trying to, you know, keep in my mind this was written like over 10 years ago, so calm down. But we're on page 67 and Taylor, her best friend, comes into town, and I'm just gonna read you some of the sentences that had me going, "You're supposed to be her friend, why are you..." Chill. So she walked off the plane in a pair of short shorts and a tank top I'd never seen before. Hugging her, I tried not to sound jealous when I said, "When'd you get that?" "You're jealous because she got a new tank top?" What kind of friend does that? You're not a friend if you do that. Here's another part. The boys came to attention right away. Right away they looked at her, checked out her smallish B cups and her blonde hair. "It's a miracle bra," I wanted to tell them. "That's half a bottle of Sun-In. Her hair isn't usually that yellow." What an odd thing. Why would that even like cross your mind? Remember when I said I would be fine with Belly being insecure if it, you know, had something to do with like her character development or tied into her somehow? But no, that's just her being like, not a good person. Like, why would you say that about someone who's supposed to be like your best friend? The audacity. The audacity. There was another part. Taylor used to say that every time I came back from the summer house, she had to win me over again. She had to make me want to be there in my real life with school and school boys and school friends. Can you imagine how shitty you'd feel if you felt like your best friend like didn't want to be there with you? You spend so much of your time with, go to school with, and hang out afterwards, to feel like you had to win them over to actually want to spend time with you. That's not how you treat friends. Like, that's not how you should be treating your friends. So yeah. We lasted almost 70 pages before insecure Belly popped out. Like, why do we have to have girls hating on other girls? That's not cute. That's not fun. That doesn't add to Belly's character at all. We need girls supporting girls, you know? Anyways, I'll update you if Belly pisses me off more throughout the book. We'll see. Instance 2. It's just like snarky, like little comments she makes to herself that kind of piss me off. So Taylor says, "The dark one, of course. I love my men dark." Inwardly, I rolled my eyes. Men? Taylor had only ever gone out with 2 boys, neither of them anything close to being men. You shouldn't be thinking those things about your best friend. Anyways, we need to be keeping like a counter. How many times will Belly annoy me with her snarky little comments throughout the series? Only time will tell. And like, and just what does that mean, Belly? Taylor demanded. That I'm not deep? Well, she's about as deep as an inflatable kiddie pool. If I found out that that is how my friend thought of me, I would be so hurt. No? Oh my god. Again, I would be jealous if she picked Jeremiah too, because he was my friend, not hers. Wouldn't you want your friends to get along with your other friends? No? Oh my god, I could tell she was suddenly nervous about her itsy bitsy bikini, and I was glad. I was getting a little bit sick of her showing off. Ugh, oh my god, I don't know. That's not necessary. You know, it doesn't add anything except for Belly being bitchy. You know what I mean? I really need to keep my Belly is annoying me counter to a minimum, because I fear that I'm just gonna be turning on the camera every 5 seconds to tell you guys something. Also, the baby has joined us. Everyone, this is my cat. His name's Quincy. Say hi. He's gonna be chilling with us, reading the summer I turned pretty. He's the cutest. He's my baby. Exactly. I just wanted to read this one part. She just arrived and already she'd forgotten about me. So Belly's talking about Taylor. I just find that a teensy tiny bit hypocritical, because towards the beginning, Taylor felt like she had to like win me over, try to get me to like come back to reality, because I was so focused and like I only wanted to be at the summer house, right? The same thing is happening now, but now that it's happening to her, to Belly, it hurts her feelings. Do you know what I mean? I'm currently at page 95, chapter 19. I'd say I'm like a third of the way through. But apart from Belly slightly annoying me, I think it's just like a really fun read, and especially because right now it is summer. It's just fun. It's just really lighthearted. So as much as I'm like poking fun at it and telling you all the times that Belly is annoying me, Like, I still think it's a fun read, and I'm just trying not to take it too seriously. So I'll probably update you again, either when Belly annoys me again, or when I get to like page 200, I think. Say bye, Quince. Look at him. He's stunning. Hi everyone. So it's currently the next day and I'm just getting ready to start my day, but I thought I would quickly update you on my reading progress. So I read a little bit this morning and I'm currently on page 154, and as you can see I have a couple little yellow tabs, and these tabs are my Belly is annoying me tabs. So I decided that it'd just be easier to tab them. Let's just go through these real quick. So, will you bring me back a Princeton sweatshirt? I couldn't wait to wear a collared sweatshirt. They were like a badge that said you were mature, practically college age, if not already. Belly, if you're preaching all this stuff about wanting to be perceived as mature, maybe act mature and not like a whiny little kid, because it annoys me that she's always saying this stuff about how she wants to be perceived as an adult and not looked at as just like the little sister, you know? Maybe start acting like an adult then. Next we have, Stephen was mad at me the whole rest of the day, but it was worth it. It was also ironic, Stephen teasing me about being flat-chested because 2 summers later I had to wear a bra, but like, for real. What does that even mean? Also, maybe this isn't everyone. I would be so weirded out if my brother like joked about me not having boobs. As someone, I mean, I have a younger brother, not an older brother, but I just find that so weird. Anyways, made some really decent progress though. Oh my god. That would have been tragic. I would say I'm like over halfway through, which is fun. That's exciting. Let's see by the end of this book how many yellow tabs I will have. Place your guesses. So it's actually the next day. I didn't end up doing any reading yesterday, but I finished the first book. So we're officially done with Summer I Turned Pretty. So that's 1 down, 2 more to go. Overall, I actually really did enjoy it. I think it's kind of the perfect book for summer. As you can see though, I did put in some more yellow tabs because there were just some parts where I was like, is this really necessary? I think that's kind of the overarching theme of this book, is just, is it really necessary? I really do like the ending of it. Honestly, I think Susanna might be my favorite character. I think Susanna and Laurel are probably like the best written part of this book, if I'm being honest. But let's just go over some of my tabs, because do I have some stuff to share with you guys? Oh lord. So first, on page 166, we have the casual use of the R slur. Again, was it necessary? Definitely not. And only a couple pages later, on page 173, we have Taylor pouted. Don't be so gay, she said. The classic using gay as an insult, and even though in the next line Jeremiah said, you shouldn't use the word gay like that. We tried to remedy it and say, well, don't use it like that, don't use that word as an insult, but it didn't add anything to the conversation. Like, I just read that and I was like, come on. I know this book was written in 2009, but like, seriously? And a couple pages later, we have some casual slut shaming from bestie to bestie, because, you know, just because your best friends happen to kiss your brother, and also kind of said that she kind of liked Jeremiah, that is all the reason for you to call her a slut. I am really wondering how in the second book Taylor and Belly's friendship is going to develop, if it is going to develop at all, because it felt very underwhelming in this book. It kind of felt like Taylor was there just to create meaningless conflict. I think that there are some parts in this book where I'm like, wow, I really like Belly's character, and I'm glad she's standing up for herself, and like she doesn't sound whiny at all. Like later in the book, she stands up to Conrad after she leaves Jeremiah's room when she finds out that Susanna's her cancer came back, and I really like that scene. I was like, okay, like this gives me hope that in the next books, maybe when Belly is slightly older, she's going to become less whiny, because there are some parts where I'm like, I really like her. Then there are other moments where I'm like, she's just, it's like going back and forth between Belly like acting mature and I'm like, yes, go, and then her being whiny over the stupidest, smallest things. So, closing statements. I'd probably give this book like a 3 stars, maybe like a 2.75, because I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. But I'm hoping that maybe we'll get some good character development for Belly, maybe some better moments between Taylor and Belly that don't just consist of snarky comments to each other. So yeah, I'll update you guys when maybe I'm like 100 pages in, or if there's anything I just need to tell you guys. So yeah, ooh, they have such a nice flop. I love a good floppy book. It's really nice. ASMR. I'm sorry, guys. That's really nice. I'm gonna stop. So I just got out of the bath. I had a nice little bath with an orange bath bomb because the cover of the book is orange. And I also had a nice little orange sparkling water. Well, it's actually peach, but the like packaging is orange. Anyways, yeah, it's gonna be nice and relaxing. I'm just gonna like read for a little bit, so have a nice time. And major warning for spoilers, but literally in the first page, Belly's having a cute little great time, fun, but then it's like, I wasn't in Cousins. Conrad and I weren't together, and Susanna was dead. And I was reading, and my mouth just went, I was like, what? Even though I was expecting it to happen, not so suddenly, I just was shocked. I was totally and utterly shocked. I was like, okay. I'm only 44 pages in, but I'm really liking it so far. Just like that bombshell that was dropped on us. I really like the writing, and look guys, only one. Belly's annoying me, but it's not even Belly who annoyed me. It was Taylor who said something that kind of made me go, oh, maybe not. So she said, I love your hair like this. You look sort of Native American, like a Cherokee princess or something. Okay, Taylor. Just because she has a braid in her hair. I don't know. Again, was it necessary? Definitely not. But I really, really like it. I like Belly a lot as a character. I think that like the first couple of chapters were written like actually so nice, and they were really beautiful. Here's a little passage that I was reading and I just went, oh my god. I used to believe, I used to think that if I wanted it bad enough, wished hard enough, everything would work out the way it was supposed to. Destiny, like Susanna said. I wished for Conrad on every birthday. Every shooting star, every lost eyelash, every penny in a fountain was dedicated to the one I loved. I thought it would always be that way. Taylor wanted me to forget about Conrad, to just erase him from my mind and memory. She kept saying things like, everybody has to get over a first love, it's a rite of passage. But Conrad wasn't just my first love. He wasn't some rite of passage. He was so much more than that. He and Jeremiah and Susanna were my family. In my memory, the 3 of them would always be entwined, forever linked. There couldn't be one without the others. If I forgot Conrad, if I evicted him from my heart, pretended like he was never there, it would be like doing those things to Susanna, and that I couldn't do. Like, I was just totally in awe. I really, really like it so far. I'm really happy that I'm liking it though. I also forgot to say that we're getting Jeremiah's POV in this book, which I was not expecting at all, and I think we have moved on from the Belly being a little whiny and annoying to Jer being a little whiny and annoying. But his reasons are a bit more acceptable. Most of his whining right now, and I'm going to predict later in the book, is that he wishes that Belly would give him a fair chance and that she didn't realize how much other people cared about her and looked out for her because she was always so focused on Conrad. And I get that. So I don't think Jerry's going to annoy me too much, but if for most of the book he's just going to be whining about how he wishes Belly would look at him like that and yada yada yada, I might just get a little bit annoyed. So right now, Conrad just ran away to who knows where. My prediction, maybe the summer house. Because, like, where else would he go? Right? Who knows? Belly and Conrad just kissed. I don't know why I'm whispering like it's some secret. Belly and Conrad just kissed. Oh my lord. They're really cute together, but Conrad is pissing me off, so I really hope that he redeems himself somehow and comes to his senses. But to be fair, he does have a pretty good excuse to be acting like this, so I'm definitely Team Conrad, but for the way that Jeremiah treats Belly, I'm Team Jeremiah, if that makes sense. They're so cute. So, I just finished It's Not Summer Without You, and I don't know what to say. The ending, spoiler warning, but a couple of years later, when I used to picture forever, it was always with the same boy. In my dreams, my future was set, a sure thing. This wasn't the way I pictured it. Me in a white dress in the pouring rain, running for the car, him running ahead of me and opening the passenger door. Are you sure, he asks me. No, I say, getting in. The future is unclear, but it's still mine. What does that mean? What does that mean? I was like enjoying it. I was like, oh, this is so cute. I'm happy that Belly seemed kind of happy, even though she just had this whole complex thing with Conrad and now she's trying to let him go. Like, at least she's with someone who will outwardly show that he cares about her. And then they did this. What? I'm happy to report though that my Belly is annoying me tabs were greatly outweighed by my blue tabs, which are moments that I just found sweet or cute and stuff like that. In fact, I don't have many Belly was annoying me tabs. If anything, Conrad annoyed me this book. Let's talk about my final thoughts. I think I'm going to give this book a 3.5 stars because I really did like it, but there still were a couple of moments where I was like, we're kind of falling back into the same, Belly being whiny or just really like stupid things for plot. That really just like pissed me off. But I think overall the good definitely outweighed. I wouldn't say bad, I would just say mildly annoying parts in the book. I really liked Belly in this book. I think that she became a lot more fleshed out and that she really stood her ground and became much more like headstrong and really didn't seem immature in this book, which I really liked. Also, I think I'm kind of Team Jeremiah. Just simply because there was this one really good line. That's when I finally got it. I finally understood. It wasn't the thought that counted, it was the actual execution that mattered. The showing up for somebody. The intent behind it wasn't enough. Not for me. not anymore. It wasn't enough to know that deep down he loved me. You had to actually say it to somebody, show them that you cared, and he just didn't. Not enough. And I read that and I was like, yeah, exactly. Exactly. And as much as I believe that she's going to end up with Conrad, I mean, there's just like no way. He's like the love of her life. I'm hoping that in the last book that he really comes to his senses and opens up and talks about his feelings and doesn't just put up a wall and not say anything and just act all broody and nothing ever bothers me. One thing that did disappoint me though was Taylor and Belly. My hopes for getting a nice female friendship squashed. Like a bug, squashed. They just fought, which makes me really sad. Because why can't Belly have a friend? Like, she has no friends other than Taylor, basically, and all they do is fight. And I just really hope maybe in the TV show we're actually going to get a decent friendship between Belly and Taylor, because I think showing good, healthy friendships is so important. And yeah, it just made me really, really sad. So my theory for the third book is I'm guessing she probably stays with Jer and they get engaged, but something happens and Conrad comes in like knight in shining armor that he is and saves her, is what I'm guessing. I really, really enjoyed it, and it has just made me really hopeful for both the third book, but it's also made me really hopeful and excited for the second season, because like I said before, everything that I didn't like about the book, they really remedied that in the TV show. So I'm hoping it's kind of going to be a similar thing the second season, and I'm also really, really excited because there were a lot of deeper moments and conversations and more emotional scenes in this book, so I'm really, really interested to see how that is going to translate on screen. Now we can move on to the third and final book. We're getting Conrad's POV. I saw her before she saw me. I just have to read you this line. This is in Conrad's POV. His POVs are so short, like it's literally just that, but I'm obsessed with him. I'm obsessed with his POV. I punched my hand through the water. I wanted to kick his ass. This is between me and Belly, smug piece of shit. He was marrying my girl, and I couldn't do anything about it. Let's just say I hate Jeremiah. I liked him in the first two books, but now that he's actually in a relationship with Belly and seeing how he acts and behaves when he's in a relationship, I don't like him. God, if I could, I'd go back to that moment and say all the right things. I'd tell her I loved her. I'd make it so that she never looked that way again. Oh my God. Just tell her already. I've had enough of this pushing and pulling and the indifference. Just tell her you love her. She doesn't belong with Jer. She belongs with you, Conrad. You know that. She knows that. Everyone knows that. And we get back-to-back Conrad chapters. Yeah. I love Conrad so much. Just chapter 35, his POV, the first sentence. I would rather have had someone shoot me in the head with a nail gun repeatedly than have to watch the two of them cuddling on the couch together all night. He gets it. He gets it. And I love him for that. What? my god. I didn't know where I was going. I just wanted to get away from him. He called out, "I still love you." Don't marry him. Don't be with him. Be with me. Oh my god. Oh my god. "I'm going back," he finally said. "But not with you. You're not my brother anymore. You're dead to me. I don't want you at my wedding. I don't want you in my life. I want you gone." What is happening? A couple of years later, again. Oh my god. "I go wherever you go," he says, launching us into the water. "This is our start. This is the moment it becomes real. We are married. We are infinite. Me and Conrad, the first boy I ever slow danced with, ever cried over, ever loved." Oh, goodness me. So, I finished "We'll Always Have Summer," and oh, this was definitely my favorite book out of the series. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It was so good. I can't get over it. I definitely think this is a 4-star read from me. It was everything I could have hoped for and more. We got to see more of Belly and Taylor's relationship that actually became more fleshed out, and we had some really nice moments between them. I also loved the relationship between Conrad and Laurel. I think that was so beautiful to see just how much they really care for each other and just how beautifully they treat each other. And of course, not to mention finally getting Conrad's POV, which I was over the moon about. And even though he already had my heart, I just didn't want to admit it, and he definitely completely won it over in this book. Just getting to hear his thoughts and really understand the way he feels just made me fall in love with his character even more, and I just really loved it. And the ending, not like the book ending, but with the little notes from Conrad to Belly while she was studying abroad in Spain, literally the cutest things ever. Oh my god, like I was smiling so hard reading those. They are so cute. For years he kept it in his wallet, soft and creased into a million little folds. He said it kept him going, kept him hoping. He said he wanted to keep it with him always, but I said we should keep the letters together where they belong, and he did show me the family photo. It's hanging up in our living room. I really enjoyed this book. Not Jer though. Jer pissed me off in this book for good reason, but I'm really glad that the ending was really like tied together, that Jer and Conrad are on good terms, and also Belly and Jer are on good terms. But I just loved this so much. My ranking is definitely, this one is in first place, then It's Not Summer Without You is in second place, and The Summer I Turned Pretty is in last place. I did not really enjoy The Summer I Turned Pretty. I'm really glad that I enjoyed the other two. They were just the perfect way for me to ease back into reading, because I've kind of been in a bit of a reading slump and just not really reading, and it just feels so good to enjoy reading. And I've found myself like completely losing track of time. Like I'll be reading and I've been putting on like The Summer I Turned Pretty like ambiance, which is just like music from the show, and also like beach noises, like wave noises and stuff. And I'll be like reading and then the video will stop. I'm like, what? I've already been reading for like an hour and 30 minutes. It hasn't even felt like that much time has passed. And it's just such an amazing feeling. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it too. I'm really excited for season 2. It comes out in 4 days. Oh, 4 days. That's crazy. I'm super excited. And yeah, if you like this video, please consider subscribing and maybe give a like as well. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.